Welcome back then, and we continue tonight's program with the main event. This one is possibly the best lightweight in the world at the moment. Miguel Angel Gonzalez defending his WBC championship against Leavander Johnson. Leavander Johnson from Atlantic City.
Damas y caballeros, bienvenidos aficionados al boxeo a la Plaza Monumental por Hombre y Mágica, arriba Juarez. Presentando al retador en la esquina azul, fighting out of the blue corner on my right, wearing white trunks with multi-color trim, con pantaloncillo blanco. El peleador de Atlantic City, New Jersey, en los Estados Unidos. Pesando 132 y un cuarto libras, he weighed in at 102.25 pounds. Tiene récord de 22 victorias sin derrota y un empate con 18 victorias por knockout. His record includes 22 wins, no losses, one draw, with 18 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the NABF lightweight champion and the WBC #1 rank contender. Aquí está el retador número 1 del mundo. Demos la bienvenida al invicto Leavander Johnson. In the red corner, wearing black trunks con pantaloncillo negro, representando la capital de México, Distrito Federal. Con peso de 134 libras, he weighed in at an even 134 pounds. Y con un sobresaliente récord de 33 victorias sin derrota, tiene 27 victorias por knockout. His record includes 33 wins, no losses, 27 wins coming by way of knockout. He is the undefeated WBC Lightweight Champion of the world. Demos la bienvenida al campeón mundial peso ligero de CMB, presentando el invicto Miguel Gonzalez.
So Jimmy Lennon Jr. then setting the scene for tonight's main event. And the referee for this one all the way from Leeds, and the first time I do believe that a British referee has been employed to referee a world title fight in Mexico between two, well, a Mexican and an American.
Okay, now you've both had your instructions. I'll give you my best, you give me yours. Shake hands. Go back. Good luck.
Well, Mickey Van there keeping it short and sweet. And this should be an absolute belter. The #1 contender, Leavander Johnson, in action for the WBC Lightweight Championship. The independent world boxing rankings have got Gonzalez in at #1, Johnson #5. Very respectable. And I'll tell you something, when Johnson beat Shamba Mitchell in, I think it was 8 for the North American Boxing Federation Championship, none was more surprised than me. I really did fancy Shamba Mitchell to be the business, but stopped. And these two men have had 56 fights between them. Gonzalez has won 33. Johnson's won 22, drawn 1. So two talented men. And you may remember Miguel Angel Gonzalez beating Wilfredo Roca in 9 for this championship. Took it off Roca. And we showed you his defense against David Sample. And I'll tell you something, Sample ran him very, very close. Leavander Johnson, nice, smart boxer, good puncher. He could take him even closer. And Mickey Van will not get away without derision for having a pop at Gonzalez. He's, oh, lovely right hand there from Johnson. Crunching punch, caught Gonzalez, smack on the chin. And the last time we saw Gonzalez in action, He beat Jean-Baptiste Mendy, the former European champion, in France in 5. Great performance. And in that fight against Mendy, Gonzalez proved he can come from being a round or two behind and really upping the pace. Deceptively strong. In his 33 wins, he stopped 27 men. And he's been WBC champion now for 2 years. And Johnson takes a good right there from Gonzalez. But Johnson coming back with some nice punches. Big hit there from Johnson. A nice right from Gonzalez. There's not going to be a great deal, I don't think, in this opening round, but I tell you something, I hope we get the replay. Leavander Johnson cracked Gonzalez with a punch of a piece of a right hand. Oh, and again. Johnson gets through that big right hand. Good finish to the round from Leavander Johnson. And again, Johnson getting through some nice hard punches. Gonzalez hurt and in trouble at the end of round 1. Well, what a... oh, goodness me, he's fallen over. Well, was it the punches that did it? Johnson knows he's won the round. Watch this again. I'll tell you what, these were good punches. Well, unfortunately, we didn't see the fall over from the champion. So the WBC Lightweight champion on the right, and in the black trunks, Miguel Angel Gonzalez from Mexico City against Leavander Johnson from Atlantic City in New Jersey. Both men unbeaten. Good first round from Leavander Johnson in the white. And again, that right hand catching Gonzalez. And you've only got to look into that face of Gonzalez. He's a worried man. Well, Gonzalez there jabbing off the, hooking off the jab. And that win over Shambo Mitchell has really stamped Leavander Johnson as a world-class contender, no doubt about it. And he's in against a very good fighter here. WBA champion at this weight, Nazarov Olzubek from Russia. IBF champion, Rafael Ruelas. And the WBO title is vacant. Well, that's better now from Gonzalez. Plenty of work there. Nice punches landing. But he's not hurting Johnson, is he? Conversely, of course, Johnson lands a big right hand. Follows up the left hook, and Gonzalez looks hurt. Good shot from Gonzalez. No power behind it, but it landed. And Leavander Johnson very stiff back. No mobility about him. And it's nice to have a lightweight referee like Mickey Van when you got two small men in there. You wouldn't believe Mickey Van's almost 65 years of age, would you? In great shape. Well, this looks like Gonzalez now is realizing he's got a real fight on his hands here, and he's going to have to do a lot of work to keep Johnson at bay. Nice left hook, almost took out the gum shield of Johnson. 24 years of age, Johnson. The champion's 25. Well, now Leavander Johnson is trying to force the pace again with his big, heavy punches. And Gonzalez is after Julio Cesar Chavez. He wants to go to light welterweight and take on the legend. What a fight that would be in Mexico City. And this is better now for Gonzalez. Oh, this is nice. And Johnson says, no, you don't bother me. Good work by Gonzalez. He's taken the second to level it up.
Football, Euro Cups and all the Euro 96 qualifying matches. Athletics, the IWF World Cup. Golf, the President's Cup. Boxing, Carballo versus Camacho, Gonzalez versus Johnson. Get ready for September on Eurosport.
Watch this work from Gonzalez on the replay. Some good work from him. Fast punches, exciting fighter. And just to inform you, as we go into round 3 of this cracking WBC Lightweight title fight, Miguel Angel Gonzalez won the title, beating Roca, defended against Daryl Tyson, Hector Lopez, and a cracker, David Sample. Wilfredo Roca again, and last time against Jean-Baptiste Mendy, fresh of a 6-round win in a non-title fight. And I tell you something, Leavander Johnson is a man to be feared. This is a very brave match for Gonzalez's handlers, and some lovely punches there from Gonzalez. Johnson hurt by left hooks. Well, he's trying to keep his eye on the champion, but Johnson was hurt then, no doubt about that. Oh, and now Johnson is in bother. And that's the sign of a great champion, a man, when he's under pressure, who can rise and overcome it. And Leavander Johnson's been sparring with men like Maurice Blocker, Aaron Superman Davis, Terence Ali, Obakar, and Lightning Lonnie Smith. And I tell you what, he's going to have to call on all of that experience here. Oh, lovely punch there from Gonzalez. What a fight. And, well, Johnson comes back. Well, this really does put our previous fight into context, doesn't it? This is the kind of thing they like in Mexico. But I tell you something, Leavander Johnson likes to style himself on the former great Wilfredo Benitez. Well, at the moment, he's looking like the Benitez of the later years, rather than the sensation 17-year-old who won the world title. And this is a hell of a round so far for Gonzalez. And speed of punch there, just bashes through a right hand. And this is wonderful from Gonzalez. Oh, and the gum shield has gone of Leavander Johnson from a right. And I must admit, I was not too impressed with Gonzalez, but goodness me, he's doing a hell of a job here against a top-rated contender. Whew, what a round. Spectacular stuff there from Gonzalez. And it makes you just breathe very deeply, very quickly, doesn't it? A sharp intake of breath. And don't forget, Gonzalez has stopped 27 in his 33 wins. And Leavander Johnson, arguably the better ratio. He stopped 18 of his 22. Beat Frankie Mitchell and Shamba Mitchell. A real Mitchell bogeyman, Leavander Johnson. And this is a huge moment for him. He's taken some stick over the second and third. Had a tremendous first round. This is round 4. And he's seen what it takes to be a champion. A man who can take some stick, rise above it, and get on top. And as I say, I was not too impressed with Gonzalez when he boxed David Sample. He just seemed to have trouble with Sample's style. Good punches there again from Gonzalez. Good shot from Leavander Johnson. A booming right hand, but Gonzalez now, well, he's up for this. The adrenaline is pumping. He can't be hurt anymore, or so he thinks. Gonzalez looking comfortable, looking cool, but very, very aware. Well, trying to say the mouthpiece of Leavander Johnson once again hit the canvas. And referee Mickey Van there saying, hey, I'll do the talking, you do the punching. This is round 4. It's scheduled for a dozen, and it's been tremendous so far. And I tell you something, Leavander Johnson is not used to going too far. He's rarely been past round 5. In fact, he's been round 5 once, round 8 once, and round 10 once, and that's it. The rest have been bombed out in 1, 2, 3 or 4. So you would expect him to have his best moments early on. Conversely, Gonzalez, well, he's been winning over later stages in his last few fights, having to go the distance in at least 3 of the last 4. Of his defences, I should say. And this is nice hard punching from Johnson. Gonzalez cool, though. He knows what's coming. Oh, and a nice right from Johnson on the bell. Well, there wasn't a whole lot in that round, but Gonzalez looks like he may have taken it. $39-37 then. 4 rounds gone. Don't forget this, the Plaza de Toros Monumental in Juarez in Mexico. And this is the kind of bullfight we might have expected. Miguel Angel Gonzalez, rarely in a dull fight, against a hard-punching, determined challenger, Leavander Johnson. Well, I just wonder how a man like Gonzalez will cope if he gets his ambition to fight Julio Cesar Chavez. Don't forget, Chavez is a weight bigger, but many opinions say that Chavez is over the top now, and a young, keen, gifted fighter like Gonzalez could take him. What a fight that would be for Mexico. Johnson's uprightness might just be his undoing here. He's got a very mobile, elastic champion. He can land punches from either hand and at lots of angles. Whereas Johnson, well, he can only do it one way, and that's straightforward. Oh, nice left-right from Johnson. Johnson not using the jab like he was. Good right hook there, though, from him. And again. And Gonzalez really is deceptively strong. He's taking some very good punches without flinching. And that's nice work from Gonzalez. The uppercut, then switches it into a right cross. And if this one comes down to close quarters, there can only be one winner, surely, and that's got to be Gonzalez. He loves it on the inside. Johnson, well, he's getting off nicely with his long punches at range. Well, looks like Gonzalez might just be taking a bit of time out here, bit of a breather in round 5, because Leavander Johnson is scoring quite well. Although, that said, Gonzalez comes roaring back at him. Well, that looks like it's a pretty level round, doesn't it?
World Series is brought to you by Valvoline. From the streets of Surfers Paradise, Australia, to the ovals of the USA, Eurosport takes you to all the Grand Prix with full live coverage. A real close-up of all the methanol-charged monsters that accelerate to over 360 kilometers per hour. IndyCar with Firestone, the science of safety. The Molson IndyCar race from Vancouver, Sunday 10 p.m, live on Eurosport.
International golf. Top golf. Golf of the superstars. Eurogolf brings you highlights of the great European tournaments. The best of golf with the best of the champions. Eurogolf, the golfing roundup. Monday at midnight here on Eurosport.
Well, there looked to be a punch after the bell here by Leavander Johnson, but some lovely work there from Gonzalez. That might just have been enough for him to level the round up. Good finish. So round 6. So Miguel Angel Gonzalez in the black with the gold sequins against a very tenacious challenger in Leavander Johnson, having a massive night. Beautiful first round, but thereafter he's been getting a bit of a hiding until, of course, the 5th, which it looks like he shared. And you would really imagine that if Gonzalez doesn't have trouble making weight, that he could be lightweight champion for a couple of 3 years. Good fighter. Nice right there from Johnson. Doesn't want to take too many of those. And again, Johnson strikes with the right. Oh, and a lovely left hook catching Gonzalez. And the champion in trouble here in round 6. Oh, gets through with a good left hook. Well, he's not bothered about moving away. He wants to fight away. This is a cracking fight. And what a joy this must be for Mickey Van. He makes a change on those little 6-rounders at the Yorkshire Executive Sporting Club and the Devonshire Sporting Club in Liverpool. And Gonzalez showing a tremendous chin. He's bleeding from the mouth, but what a big heart he's got. Well, Leavander Johnson not used to seeing this kind of distance. He's only been into the 6th round once previously. And the fact that he stopped Sharma Mitchell in the 8th does show that he still carries the power. Well, now Johnson looking like he might just be about to let his advantage slip in this 6th. He had a tremendous moment in the first minute. And you can bet your bottom dollar that Gonzalez will raise his game in the last 10 seconds or so. Here he goes. Well, once again, there's a case for calling it even. And Leavander Johnson did a lot of good work in that 6th round early on, but Gonzalez came back at him. Just watch this flurry of punches. Hurtful stuff coming in from the challenger. And the champion really did have to grit his teeth. Well, there's no doubt on my mind that Gonzalez is still in front, but it's getting very, very interesting. This the halfway stage in round 7. Referee taking Gonzalez to the corner, getting some grease wiped off, I think. Bit too much on there. And both men looking punch weary now. So this the halfway stage. And it's been tremendous, a fascinating fight. And Gonzalez is an improving fighter. Obviously so is Leavander Johnson, but this might just come a bit too early for him. I don't think he's seasoned enough for a man like Gonzalez. So the NABF champion then, Leavander Johnson, still giving the WBC champion Miguel Angel Gonzalez some very anxious moments in round 7. And this is nice work from Gonzalez. Speed of punch, variety of punch as well. And I tell you something, when a man like Leavander Johnson hits the target flush and the target grins and hits him back, well, once again there, the crowd's reaction when Gonzalez gets told off. And that was a bit low from Gonzalez. Referee Van says, don't make a fuss. It wasn't that bad. Anyway, I was just saying, Johnson cracking Gonzalez with some tremendous punches. Gonzalez, well, he's gritting his teeth, coming back and scoring with some wonderful punches, but You just got to wonder what that's going to do to the psyche of the challenger. Oh, lovely work from the champion. Look at this, lovely, fast, flurrying combinations there from the champ. And this is a wonderful performance because, as I say, he's got a very live challenger. A one slip and it could all be over. And I tell you something, the morale of the challenger must be dipping below zero by now. And the bell once again brings us to an end of the round. That's the 7th over and a 10-9 round there for the champion Gonzalez. 69-66 on my card for him. Watch this cluster of punches again. Even in slow motion, they're quick. And what a joy it must be to throw combination punches like that. Something I could never do. So, round 8. Leavander Johnson from Atlantic City, New Jersey, the challenger in the white. And the champion, well, he's at least 3 points in front coming into round 8, but it's been a tremendous fight. And the first round really was a humdinger for Leavander Johnson. Nice siding right there from Gonzalez. And really, Leavander Johnson is far too statuesque, much too stiff and upright. Maybe that's why they picked him to fight this man. So once again, snappy shots there from Gonzalez. Good right hand as well. And Johnson felt that one. Oh, lovely left hook from Gonzalez. And that one hurt. The legs dipped then. Oh, and a right hand to follow up. And the cornerman called Gonzalez in to finish it. And Johnson's tired. And he's hurt. And once again, Gonzalez cracks in some good punches. Leavander Johnson is not punching back. Mickey Van keeping a very close eye on things. And once again, these are great punches by the champ. Well, Leavander Johnson's doing nothing back. And he's got to. And Mickey Van stopped it. It's all over. Gonzalez retains his title again. That's the 6th defense by Miguel Angel Gonzalez, who I think has really stamped himself as the best lightweight champion in the world. "30 or 40 years ago, of course, fighters taking that kind of punishment, they would have been allowed to have done it for 10 or 12 rounds. Doesn't happen anymore." Nice little left hook there, just as the break.
The time, 2 minutes, 5 seconds in round number 8. And ganador por knockout technical, winner by way of technical knockout, and still champion.
Well, he's just been declared still champion then, Miguel Angel Gonzalez. Hope you've enjoyed the show. Saturday midday, Saturday midnight. Be there.